the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or executions. So I've been told that on good authority. We'll find out about it. I'm sure if it happens, we'll all be very upset, including you will be very upset.
And moments ago, Iran closed its airspace without explanation, at least temporarily. Here to discuss this, Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. Senator, 3 hours ago, we were hearing that America could be planning military strikes against Iran. However, the president came out and made those kind of cryptic comments about the killing stopping. Then Iran closes its airspace, and we're moving personnel out of our military bases in the region. What the heck's going on here?
Well, Laura, what I would recommend is rather than closing its airspace, it stop the violence against its own people. The massacre of innocent civilians now probably numbers in the thousands. President Trump has made it clear he's not going to tolerate this kind of wanton violence against the people who are simply yearning for freedom after 47 years of oppression by the Ayatollahs, which are also spreading revolutionary violence and terror around the world with the blood of hundreds of Americans on their hands. I think President Trump this afternoon was specifically referring to certain public executions that were scheduled that it appears at the time had not gone forward. We'll find out, as he said. But he's been very clear in his demands that the Ayatollahs stop the wanton violence against their own people.
Senator Cotton, you get confidential, top-secret briefings in your position in the Senate. The American people aren't privy to what the administration does know about what's happening there. But as usual, I think people are concerned. They're concerned that we could be edging toward war. They're concerned that helping Iran, in a noble pursuit indeed, how does that help the average American who's still struggling to pay some bills? And you see it online, and these are MAGA diehards who have some concerns, not overly freaking out, but some concerns here.
Yeah, Laura, and I can understand that. First, I'd point to what you might call the President Trump way of war. If you look at the most consequential, bold, and audacious actions he's taken, the killing of the ISIS leader in Syria, the killing of Iran's terrorist mastermind in Iraq, the strikes against Iran's nuclear programs last year, and the masterful apprehension of Nicolas Maduro just a couple weeks ago. These look nothing like the Iraq or Afghanistan war. They were not commitments of tens of thousands of troops on open-ended missions. These were direct, bold strikes that advance clear national security priorities. And of course, Iran has been terrorizing the United States and the civilized world for 47 years. As I said, they've got the blood of hundreds of Americans on their hands. And unless there's a fundamental change in the behavior of the Ayatollahs, the only way Iran will stop being this source of instability, disorder, chaos, and violence is for the Iranian people to take their future in their hands, again, yearning for freedom for 47 years. It would certainly be better for us and all of our friends if Iran was not exporting revolutionary violence and terror every day.
Senator, the added benefit of cleaving China away from Iran, that can't be understated either, if indeed there's new leadership there. Senator, we'll be watching this closely. Thank you so much, sir.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.